This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be
Okay, I'm
recorded.
sharing my screen. Let's start some new topic today. Okay, so let's keep message mapping ahead for a couple. I mean, 1 or 2 days. Okay, if you complete that standard functionalities, whatever standard functions we had, so that will once you practice, then we'll start about the custom functions. Okay, so now let's focus on some other things. Okay, so like so the value mapping is completed, right? So let's make it as a completed. Okay, so integration device or PGP. Okay, let's continue the small topic that is XSLT mapping now. Okay, the XSLT mapping. Okay, so what does mean by XSLT and why we are going for XSLT? So let's discuss in detail. So what is it before going to? So you already familiar with this particular XML payloads. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so to start, I mean, so this is like a groovy. Okay, so like um, like a groovy. So if you want to go for some, like if you wanted to uh, modify the incoming XML file only for XMLs, only for specific XMLs. So we will use this particular XSLT mapping. Okay, XSLT full form is like extensible style sheet language transformations. Okay, so this is used I mean for transforming and mapping xml data between different system during the integration scenario. Okay, that means like when you're getting data from the source, if you want to transfer the data, okay, so from one format to another xml format, or if you wanted to filter some data, so such cases, so like convert data from one xml format to another, so filter or manipulate data in transit, so something like a you can just simply manipulate the data by using filters. Okay, so and also when we will go for this particular XSLT, we had already XSLT mapping. Okay, and also we had this particular message mapping as message mapping on Groovy script as well. But why specifically XSLT mapping is required? I mean, they introduced here is so XSLT mapping will give more. I mean, compared to the message mapping. So for larger set of XML fields, for example, actually we are discussing about. Let me show you just a second. Let me open Notepad. So actually we're discussing about this particular like invoice payload, right? That it contains I mean 3 to 4 internal steps, right? So that contains 3 to 4 internal steps. There's something called line. So here you can see this is the invoice and this is the invoice, so like this. So see here, like this we have 2 to 3. But when you comes to when you are getting data from the legacy systems, okay, so they had some nexter structure. Nexter means, so so here we have this information, right? So here this is the invoice inside item inside some other supplier information, inside of the supplier address. So like this we have a different nexter structures will be available in the payload. So in that, if I wanted to filter some data, okay, if I wanted to filter some data, so based on the condition, okay, so such cases you can use this particular uh, this XSLT mapping code. Okay, so now let's discuss. So here you can see this. So here I had a scenario. Okay, I will show you some sample where you can find the basics. Okay, so like basics of this particular. So we went for XML basics in the W3 schools, right? The same way for XSLT introduction. So it's very simple language. Okay, so just we have to know about 3 to 4 things. So what is, I mean, how to define a style sheet, and what is template. Okay, and also like writing a if conditions for each. Okay, these 4 conditions. Okay, so if you know about these 4, you can easily understand this particular, I mean, XSLT mapping. Okay, so now here you can see, so XSLT, as I discussed, extensible style sheet language transformation language, transformation. So here I mean, like this is used for, so here you can see, this is used for XML transformation. So see, this tutorial teaches XSL transformation, transform XML documents into the other format. So see here XML. So transform XML document into other formats. Okay, like like a transforming XML to HTML or XML to XML as well. Okay, so now currently they given a some simple code for the XML to HTML format. Okay, XML to HTML. So let's say, so try it yourself. So just here you can say, so this is my incoming XML file. Okay, just they given some just sample example here. So this is my incoming XML file. So this is my XML code here. This is my XSLT code here. So from this XSLT code, they are getting this HTML file. That means like what they are doing is, okay, what they are doing is, so they are getting this XML file from the source. Okay, they are getting this XML file from the source. So for example, let's assume you are getting this data from the source system. Okay, you are getting this data from the source system. Okay, so I would like to filter this data. Okay, okay, so I would like to filter, so from this data, so I would like to filter only the title and artist name. From this all the fields, I don't need the country, company, price, year. Okay, I need only the details about the title, artist. Okay, I would like to filter it. Okay, so for that I already had I've done this. So okay, let's discuss about this, how to create a HTML payload. Then we'll go for this particular, I mean, like XML to XML transformation. Okay, so let's discuss. So the first thing is, like whatever this particular XML definition, okay, XML declaration, root tag which we are configuring, the same way for XSLT code also we will maintain same thing. For XSLT also we will maintain same thing. The next thing is defining the style sheet. Okay, defining the style sheet. So this is the style sheet definition. Okay, just I define this style sheet, and in the below the style sheet will be closed. Okay, that means like defining the style sheet is the root element for any of the XSLT code. Okay, defining the style sheet is a, I mean, one of the, I mean, defining the style sheet is a important for any of the XSLT code, like how we are importing the prerequisites, I mean, packages from S4, I mean, Groovy script, right? The same way defining the style sheet is done. So the next is template. Okay, this is the main important thing. So let's go. So here, this is the language. So template. So it will store the data. Okay, see, an XSL style sheet contains of a one or more set of rules that are called templates. Okay, that means like so it contains some templates that will be I mean, so see, a template contains rules to apply when a specific node is matched. Okay, so that means like what I'm trying to do is, so here the match, the template contains match condition. So what I'm trying to do is, wherever, so I'm reading complete information. So see, slash means in XPath conditions, in XPath for example, I would like to read data from the root element itself. So you will maintain slash. Slash means it will, whatever the root element values you had, all the elements you will get. So from catalog to the complete payload you can read with this particular slash symbol. Okay, so you can see this. So see here, the this is a XSL template element. That means like a tag. So this XSL colon template element is used to build templates. the match attribute. So inside of this, whatever we have this, right, match, this is called as an attribute. Okay, so in any of the XML, so sometimes in XML tags also we have attributes. Okay, so that attributes, so this is inside of the tag, it will be available. Okay, so the match attribute used to associate a template with an XML element. The match attribute can also be used to define a template for a entire XML document. The value of the match attribute is an XPath expression. That means, so I just explained it. The slash means, so for example, if I want to read only the one of the values from the source, okay, so I would like to read only the first CD. Then you can maintain slash catalog slash CD. Then it will read CD information and store it into this particular template. Okay, so now what it is trying to do is, so it's storing complete root information here. Okay, it's reading all the data into this particular template now. So now the next thing, okay, so you can see this. So here we are just template slash match. Okay, so here we are using it. Okay, so this is the way. Okay, see here, so sample explained. So since XSL style sheet, so it says a XML declaration, as I explained, XML declaration. And this is a next element, XSL style sheet definition defines the document XSL style sheet document along with the version number, XSLT namespace attributes. Okay, so the template element defines the template, match slash attribute associates the template with the root of the XML source document. Okay, so that means like this is a I mean root template we created. Okay, any queries?
No, Chandra.
Okay, so here you can see this. So here we are just started. Okay, so inside of the template, whatever we are writing, so this will store this. This is the output. Okay, whatever we are getting, so this is the output. So now here you can see this is the template, right? So here when we are writing any template here, so see this is the template, right? So this template will start here, and inside of this the output we are creating here. So whatever the output you want, that template we are writing here. So here what I'm trying to do is, so here first, so these HTML body h2, these all are, okay, these all are the constant tags. Okay, these all are constant tags. So the next is table border they are creating. So here you can see in the below, so here this is HTML, so they are converting into the HTML format. Okay, so these all are constant values. Okay, these all are constant values. Okay, the template is nothing but whatever you want at the outside. So that means it is defining the root, I mean output, whatever you require output at the output side. So that the template we are creating here. So this is the HTML body h2. So this is creating till here, it is creating this particular my CD collection and temple, I mean title and also artist. So actually at the back end, if I see this particular um HTML code for this particular view, so you can see this one. Okay, HTML body h2, this table row, everything you can get it here. But here what you have to understand here is, so here after this the artist name and also art, I mean title and the artist names you can find. So these all are reading from this XML. So how it is reading is, so here this is the tr table row. Okay, this is the tr table row. And so see here inside of it I'm creating table data here. Okay, who had some knowledge on this you can understand, but no issues, just for your understanding I'm explaining. We'll go for XML to XML transformation next. So based on that you can easily understand. Okay, so this is the TD, okay, table data. So here XSL colon value of select equal to title. Okay, here first I am defining this particular for each loop. For each loop will select equal to catalog slash cd, select this particular like XPath. Okay, catalog slash cd. Okay, so the template we created, for the output template we created. So now we are reading this particular for each. Okay, now we are reading this for each okay, for each and select equal to catalog slash cd. Okay, so now I selected this catalog cd, and this is for each loop, right? It will run the loop till end of this particular file. Okay, till particular end of this particular file. Okay, this is the tr table row here. So now what will happen is, so this is tr, right? So this is tr here. So tr means table row, td means table row data. Okay, so first td, it's what it is doing is xsl colon value of, it will read the value from this particular title field from the incoming. So see, whenever the for each loop running, so first it will go to the first occurrence of this cd, okay, and get this particular title. So this statement will get this particular title. Okay, the next statement will get the artist. So like this it will, okay, like this it will read this information. Okay, like this it will read this information multiple times. Okay, so and multiple times means till this how many times the catalog slash cd is available, that many times it will read, I mean it will iterate uh, this particular loop and provide the output. So see here we are closing this for each loop, and also this is the table. And next, so these tags has to be closed in this particular html as well. So next template is closed, next style sheet is closed. So now everything is done now. Okay, everything is done. So now let's okay, so now let's copy this and try to execute this in cpi integration flow. Okay, so now let's create a sample xslt mapping for your understanding. Okay, so now let me edit this one. So here let me create a new integration flow f underscore xslt underscore test. So here let me edit this. Here XSLT mapping you can find here itself. That's an XSLT mapping. Okay. So here, like how you are creating Groovy script, right? The same way, you just select this create option here, then you can write the groove. So here the template, I mean the template they already, so they created till template, the defining the style sheet and also XML declaration, everything is defined here. Okay. What you have to do is you just replace this one, that is enough. Okay, so just replacing everything here. Okay, so now here, so this is the way. Okay, so this is the done, this is done now. So now let's click on okay. Okay, so I'm just clicking on okay now. Okay, so and also, so see, I'm just running this, okay, with the sample data, okay, which I had in the as an input. Okay, it's very simple language. Okay, so you can just simply uh execute. So here you can see this. So this is the it is not showing the below bar. Let me refresh the page words. So here let's keep this starter here, stop, and XSLT mapping catalog. Okay, just execute this now. So here if you check this output, I will show you this like so how it is prepared here. Okay, so now let me show you this. So here you can see this. So whatever I explained it, so these all are constants still here. Okay, so still here, these all are constants. So from here, based on the for each loop, it is running. Okay, so this is the one, right? So this the tr table row. So like this, it will read all the information. Okay. So to create, so for example, this is the output from CPI, right? So the target system, what it will do is, so you can just save this output file in HTML format. Okay, if you save this XSLT output dot HTML format, okay, HTML format, then it will open in a, I mean like HTML format. So see here, I have to put output where I have saved this desktop. I think inside of the desktop I saved, huh? No, it's not here. So this is the one. If I open this one, see, this is my CD collection. So see, it's my local file. So see, C colon users SAP. So on OneDrive. So like this. So it's in my local file. Okay, so like this it will work. Okay, now let's focus on how it will work on XML to XML transformation. Okay, XML to XML transformation. Let me open. So I have some templates here. So here is the desktop and desktop sample XML training docs XSLT. Okay, see here. This is my filter title artist.xslt mapping. Okay, so if I open this, okay, so see here, so it's a simple code. So whatever we configured now, the same code, but for a reading, so see, I'm not using anything. I just created a root element. So I'm creating a template inside of this particular inside of this particular XML code. So I'm creating a template to store this particular root element. Okay, this is the root element I'm creating. So see, whatever the data I'm getting from the source. Okay, so this is the data I'm getting from the source. What data? This CD's information. Okay, so this CD's information is reading. So this is the first XML declaration. This is a XML style sheet definition. And next I created a template for the output. So here this is the root element. I just, this is the constant value. Okay, so the next is a for each loop. So like I am started for each loop catalog slash cd. So and also inside of it you can write a if condition here. Okay, you can write if condition. So let me show you like a if condition, with the if condition how it will behave, without if condition how it will behave. Let me explain you in detail. Here you can see this. So let me, okay, maybe it's not in edit. Let me edit and come back here. It's not showing here. Yeah, let me create a new, no issues. Okay, so this is, so see the catalog. Okay, catalog slash cd price 10. So like this, so flies greater than 10. So like this, so let's first remove this if condition. Okay, I'm removing this if condition and I'm closing this tag as well. Okay, so I'm just close this tag as well. So now without for loop, I'm just checking the title, artist, price. Okay, I'm reading these three fields now. Earlier I read only this particular artist and also this particular title. Now I'm reading the price value as well. Okay, see, this is the for each loop and this is the catalog slash cdx path I'm using. So let me click on OK and just provide this particular input here. Okay, see here, this is the input. And let me show you that. Here I can see this, right? So we have this info here. So let me copy this and let me paste it here. So let me click on OK and execute this. So then you will get the XML filtration. Okay, XML filter.
So body, here you can see this is the body. So let me beautify this with this. Okay, so let's use some other file. So plug in pretty print. So see, this is the output. So this is the first CD information, second CD, third CD. So only CD's information, all CD's information it is taking. There is no condition here for the price. If I want to add condition for the price, okay, only I mean like greater than 10 rupees, for example. Okay, the price if the greater than 10. So such cases only I would like to read. So see, I had 10 rare scenarios. Okay, one, two, two, three, four. Okay, greater than four. Let's take this condition now. So this is the code now. So just adding if condition now. Okay, so whatever we removed earlier, so I'm just adding if condition now. So see, it will automatically add this if condition, and just see now you can find only the greater than 10 rupees. Okay, greater than 10 rupees CDs information you can find at the right side. Okay, so this is the body condition. So see here, this is the less conditions now. So here, so this is okay. So let's not edit this. So this is the one. So the plugins, the XML tool, and print. So see, I had only the items which is greater than 10. See here, one, two, three, four, 5 items. Okay, these all are greater than 10 rupees. Okay, so like this, the series information. I mean, you can filter this XML data by using this Excel. So when we will, I mean, approach this XSLT mapping. Okay, when we will approach this XSLT mapping, and I mean, what is the so we have message mapping, right? So why we will go for XSLT mapping? So some situations like if you are getting next structures, the next structure will be I mean handling in message mapping will be difficult. Okay, handling in message mapping will be difficult. So for that, what we will do is we will use this XML, and also if they require the data from source is sending XML, if the target is required in HTML formats, okay, or some other XML format, so we will go for this particular XSLT mapping. Okay, so this is the use case for the XSLT mapping. Okay, so it depends upon, so if you want so the same thing you can achieve with the I mean like message mapping as well, but it has, so you can compare. So sometimes what will happen is based on the best practices you will configure message mapping for next structures as well, but the processing of your message will take long. If it is taking long time, so such cases you can explain why you are going for this XSLT, like it's a processing with a message mapping is taking time, so that's the reason I'm going for this XSLT. So like this you can explain to your architecture and go with this particular XSLT mapping. Okay, so if you are introducing XSLT and Groovy script, you need proper explanation. Okay, so someone will ask why you are using XSLT specifically, why you are using Groovy specifically. So with that I mean with that you can just I mean just make a note on it why you are going for XSLT, so based on that they will approve your design. Okay, so this is about the XSLT mapping. So whenever you want to do transform the nested structures contains XML, if the XML contains nested structures, and if you want to filter some data, or if you want to create some other template, okay, then you will go for this particular XSLT. So see here we can create a complete new template. So this from the source we are getting this data. So like CD's information, right? Catalog slash CD. Catalog CD's information. But at the output side, root CD. So like this video. So like this, you can transform this XSLT fields as well. Okay. So like this, it will work. So any queries on this from anyone? Okay, so see this site you already know, right? So just so see here we discussed introduction, like a language transform, so value of for each. Okay, I also explained for if. So sort is not required. Okay, for each I have explained. So only if and for each is enough for the basic requirements. Okay, so this is about the XSLT mapping. So it's in a rarest scenarios. Okay, but for interview purpose, you have to learn about this XSLT mapping. Okay, so this is about the XSLT mapping. So just try to practice from your end. If you had any queries, we'll discuss in the next session. Okay, so this is about XSLT mapping. So coming to conversions, so see, we already discussed about all the conversions, I hope. So we discussed about CSV to XML, XML to CSV. So let's check these converters. So CSV to XML done, XML to CSV done. So XML to CSV done, and XML to JSON, JSON to XML also done. So this EDIs anyway, so the EDI will be covered in B2B scenarios. Okay, so I mean, I will give a high level in. So just if you want to convert that incoming EDI document. So EDI documents will be used for B2B integrations. Okay, business to business. So whatever we are currently doing, everything is application to application integrations. Okay, so this will be used in B2B integration. So if the source is sending EDI file, if you want to convert that into XML, so we need a EDI XML file that we will upload into XML, I mean EDI to XML converter. That converter will convert into XML file, then we can do the mapping for it. Okay, so if you want to convert XML to EDI, so for that also you require XML, EDI XML that will be uploaded into XML to, I mean like EDI to XML file. Okay, EDI to XML converter, we will upload that file. So based on it, it will convert into XML. That will be converted by using uh, XML to EDI converter. Okay, so this is the way we will use this convert. So remaining all are anyway, so we practically covered. Only the EDIs are not covered because it's in a B2B scenario. Okay, so this is about this particular bit, I mean the converters. Okay, so we are done with that particular part. Okay, so this is okay, ghetto, that's done. Okay, so now let's discuss about the cloud connector setup now. Okay, so let's complete this. Okay, let's we have 40 minutes left. Oh, 50 minutes left. Okay, CC setup. Let's continue. Only 3 members joined, 4 members. What I can do. To externalize parameters, I will not go because it's important topic. CC cloud controls important more topic. Yes, also important. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, so let's close the session for today because only 4 members are joined. Okay, anyway, XSLT small topic we covered, right? So let's try to practice this and also complete the message mapping functionalities. Okay, so functions. So if you had any queries, let's discuss in the Monday session. Okay, any queries from anyone?
Chandra, can you save that files?
Yes, I
XSLT
will
file.
upload into. I will upload into. Uh,
The documents file is there, right? Folder is there,
Yes,
right?
document folder. I will upload to document folder. So,
Yeah.
Srikanth, except 16th, I think remaining all are uploaded.
Yes, 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 yes.
16th not
I
uploaded.
see.
I mean, I am not able to find that video. Okay, I mean a session recording. So I will check and I will upload. Okay.
Okay. And also, I didn't find that like a payload for the message mapping in the documents. Can you save that payload also?
Invoice 1.xml. We already have it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Yes, yes. Which you saved on the desktop.
No, yes, right.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you, Chandra.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, everyone. Bye. I thought of taking session for 1 hour, 1.5 hour, but less attendances. So that's the reason. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm. Yeah. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Chandra.
you, Chandra.